newsroom!
Hi, it's Paris Hilton and you're watching Celebrity Newsroom. Now that's hot.
Hi, I'm Sharon Osbourne and you're watching the Celebrity Newsroom.
Hi, my name's Lisa Blankfield and I'm a victim of medical malpractice, and I'm here to tell you my story and to help other people not have the story too. Let's see, the story began from my hair salon. I go to a salon called the Hair Therapy Salon in Belmont Shores, and many people there go to this doctor who does your face. He does fillers, Botox, etc. I was referred to him. He's in Seal Beach, so I went over to have a little fix, done to my face, a little Botox, a little filler, so forth, on a referral from my salon. I met this doctor. I thought he was a doctor of cosmetology, dermatologist, plastic surgeon, but he is a pediatrician. And so we talked about Botox and fillers. I was a little ambivalent, so I came back 3 weeks later and we began. I only wanted a little bit done, so we did have just a tiny bit done because I didn't want to look plastic. I just wanted to look just a little bit better. So we shot me. So he injected me with what I thought was Juvederm. It turned out to be Radius. He injected me under my eyes, where you're not supposed to, where it's never supposed to be injected. And 4 or 5 days later, I woke up and my face collapsed. My left side of my face had totally collapsed. My eye was paralyzed, my mouth had dropped, it was drooping, my whole face. I knew he had done it. I went running to his office to have him help me. He checked immediately to see if I had had a stroke, which I did not, and I went to the hospital. The hospital looked at me. 30 seconds later, they said Bell's palsy, like they always say to so many of you ladies that this has happened to. It was not Bell's palsy. Nobody tested me for it. They looked at me and sent me on my way. I looked gruesome, like a monster. It was horrible. It's irreparable damage. You can't recover from the emotion, the physical, the trauma, the anxiety. The doctor who did this to me would not help, would not see me, would not do anything to make it better. I had to go see I had to see so many doctors to help me. I gave him plenty of chances and he would not budge. So I had many tests run to prove that I did not have Bell's palsy. It turns out later on that I don't have Bell's palsy and that he's an injector. Injectors are people who go and spend 2 days and get certified and are allowed to inject into people's faces needles, which is very dangerous. They do not know what they're doing. They aren't qualified, they aren't experienced, they know nothing about the face. They're just trained to stick needles in your face. That's it, period. I would suggest that to everybody. I've learned that if you ever want to get your face done, you need to go to a doctor, a plastic surgeon, a dermatologist, a cosmetologist. He was referred. He calls himself doctor, but he's a pediatrician. It was misleading. I'm still suffering today. My eye flickers. My mouth is uneven. What happened was, it's not Bell's palsy. It is that he injected me in a nerve, in the muscle right here, and it dropped my whole face. Radius also migrates, so it moves around your face. So it can get into your nerves, it can clog you, it can do a lot of stuff. You're never to inject anybody with Juvederm, Radius, anything under your eyes, and he did. There's policy and procedure to follow, and if you're not filling out a bunch of paperwork and you weren't told of the adverse reactions that can be paralysis, droopy eyes, death, on and on and on, you shouldn't have it done. I was not informed of any of this. If I was, I would have never had it done. Medical malpractice is a difficult one to prove, but it is provable. And I understand that many specialties do not want injectors injecting anymore, and I'm going to see what I can do to go to the FDA or the AMA or whatever to get injectors to take the license away or do whatever is necessary to see that they don't get to do this anymore. I know there's many of you out there who this has happened to. I'm going to show you a picture, and you were told it's Bell's palsy, and your doctors would not take responsibility, and you believe them. It's not. There are tests that can be run, and Bell's palsy, let me tell everybody, is Bell's palsy is either caused, triggered, or a stressor. It does not just happen. It is not an everyday occurrence. It doesn't happen to everybody, and you don't go get your face shot and 5 days later have it collapse and have everyone call it Bell's palsy. But because it looks so much like the adverse reaction that you can have from Botox or the fillers, they get away with it. So many of you out there, I hope, who have this has happened to, I hope you go back to your doctors. I hope you get tests. I hope you make them responsible. I hope that you don't have to suffer. Allow me to show you what this doctor did to me. Here's how I woke up. That's how I woke up 4 days later after injections put into my face in the wrong area, which Radius says themselves. You do not inject under the eye area. They are not labeled for that. Another picture. I hope no one has to suffer waking up like that. This is from bad injections into your nerves or into a muscle, and a doctor who will not take responsibility, who knows that Bell's palsy and adverse reactions from Botox and filler kind of look the same. So if this has happened to any of you out there, please go to another doctor, go to the hospital, have an MRI run, have them check your seventh. Bell's palsy happens like this. It's called in your seventh cranial nerve, and you can have an MRI done, and the MRI looks for a lesion on your seventh cranial nerve or anywhere on your left side of your face, because it causes nerve damage. And if you have nerve damage, you can see nerve damage, and that's Bell's palsy. So if you, now, I'm still damaged, my eye is still flickering, I can't sleep at night, I'm paying for all the bills, the doctor has gotten away with everything. He won't be responsible, he won't help, I've had to have other doctors help, other people look at me. I know it's terrorizing, anxiety, not able to sleep at night. It's the scariest thing you can go through, and I wouldn't want to see anybody else go through it. And if you have, please go get an MRI, get the test run, go to your doctors, make sure they're doctors, not injectors. Call the AMA, call Radius, call Juvederm, do whatever you have to do, but don't let the injectors or doctors get away with destroying your face or you. There are adverse reactions. You need to know those. If you're not told, your doctor's responsible. There's a lot of prep and consultation that needs to go first. I'm hoping to get my smile back. This is what I look like prior to. See my smile now? I don't have it. That was what my smile looked like, and no blinking prior to the doctor. I'm hoping that I will get my smile back. See that smile and the blinking of my left eye? I'm hoping, but we don't know. I don't know if I need surgery. I don't know what. But I will not be responsible for this. I am going to see to it that the doctor is taken to court, and that we go for the fullest punishment that the court will allow. The fullest punishment. These doctors, so many doctors are getting away with hurting women because of our vanity. Let's be honest. They're taking advantage of our vanity. You know, it is an option. You know, this is an optional surgery, but you still doesn't mean that we should be messed up and that the doctor should walk away and not be responsible. Never. So I hope that any of you have been harmed, hurt, damaged, and your doctors won't take responsibility, or you're thinking about having it done. Do your homework. Don't let fillers go in your eyes. They belong down here. Botox, it's dangerous. Make sure they tell you all the adverse reactions, everything that can happen to you. And the likelihood of you getting Bell's palsy from a shot is next to nothing. If you already have a lot of people already have Bell's palsy and they go to doctors to have it fixed. That's one thing. But make sure you're informed. This is not like brushing your teeth. People think that going to get Botox and fillers is like brushing your teeth nowadays, like getting a pedicure, manicure. That's what people say. Hey, I got my Botox next week and my pedicure on Monday. No, it's dangerous. It can harm you. It can cause you death. it can ruin you, it can disform you, it can disfigure you, and the doctors walk away. So if this has happened to you, you've been injected by an injector, you've been injected in the wrong place, you're responsible, you're damaged, you're hurt. I hope that you come out from the woodwork and get onto the internet, and everybody start making a big deal to get injectors gone. I hope some plastic surgeons, dermatologists, cosmetologists hear me, and that we all get together and make sure only people like you who specialize in this area are allowed to touch us, because the damage is irreparable when they mess you up. And so I'm here to hopefully help and see that this doctor doesn't work. That he cannot do this anymore. That he cannot do this anymore. That's my goal. And that he has to be responsible to me for what he has done to me. And I wish you all good luck for any of you this has happened to.